All right. I'm going to do a chapter review for Black Clover chapter 356 titled Neverland. So we start where we left off in the previous chapter with, um, excuse me, arm bandages unraveling. Lucius telling him that you are strong is true, but you'll need more than that to stop us, though. And so we see like the foot soldiers, angels, just hovering over the Clover Kingdom, and the Magic Knights trying to attack them. And in one panel, we see the angels. We see one angel. One angel get attacked by five different magic types from the Magic Knights, and the angel has like a counter for each of them. Like the angel uses wind, but like it's wind, rock, water, lightning, and like ice. And that's kind of crazy that one angel has like accounted for like five different magic types. Like, oh no, it's just insane because like if one angel does this, then I can only imagine, the other 20, and so. And then the Magic Knight says it just used several magic attributes at once, and what phenomenal strength! We can't even scratch it. And Morris starts monologuing, saying he's taking rebels who weren't suited to the new world and reformed, combined, and transformed them into that world guardian angels. Traitors who threw the world into confusion have become beings who bring order to it, with a rational world. So that's pretty crazy. So basically, what he did is, from what this, from what the text is saying, is that he literally got, he just, all the people who he felt wasn't really worthy of being reformed, into like to their angel form of themselves, like Morris, Lily, and Aesir. Those people, like I guess like the father people, he literally just like grabbed a group of them, just a group of people with different types of magic, fused them into one being, and then just fatherized them into a basic angel form, which is crazy. So from what I'm getting is the angel is just a group of people fused into one, which is why they have multiple magic forms or multiple magic attributes, which is kind of insane because like I don't know, like like I said, it's insane because like these people, they weren't given that that paladin treatment. They was just transformed to angels, which is unfortunate for them because as we see, all the angels just look basic and look the same. So that's kind of sad because there are some people who who wasn't worthy of becoming a paladin, and so they just became angels. But I'll tell you what, these angels are kicking the Magic Knights. So hey, it's working out for the enemy. As we see the panel, the angels is hovering right above the Magic Knights that are down and out and defeated. So the Magic Knights, they're losing morale because they can't beat them, saying that every one of those angels has power like that. It's no use. Magic Knight or nobles, there's just nothing we can do about this. And we see one person denying on what the Magic Knight saying no. Even so, we have to fight. We must protect the people. And the person who says that is N, and I really like N. N is a cool character. At first appearance, he kind of like a uh weird unhygienic guy. But after we get to know him during the Noel versus Solid fight, he was a pretty cool brother that looks out for his siblings. So I like N a lot, and I'm happy that he made an appearance in this final arc. I hope he doesn't die. Out of all the people, I don't want N to die. Um, I don't know. I It's crazy if I say that because I just said last chapter that Jack was also one of my favorite characters, but I don't know. I mean, like we already seen everything about Jack. I hope we see more for N, but this might just be it for N's character. But even so, I don't want him to die. He just seemed like he got I don't know too much to live for. He has his family and whatnot to protect. And then we see another Magic Knight standing up. We see Soul We haven't seen Soul in a minute since the last arc. Excuse me. During the during that one devil that invaded the Clover Kingdom. But Soul saying even if it's an enemy that we don't stand a chance against, no matter how reckless it is, there are peasants who fought battles just as reckless and grown strong. I can't do less than they did. And so, uses the same, same basic magic move she did with the stone golem, trying to go head on with the angel. The angel just used a random solar beam, and Soul's golem was able to deflect it. And she even was shot by it, saying, I blocked it. And then the Magic Knight also questioned it, saying, what just happened? Did Soul magic just get a whole lot stronger? And then we see the next page that there are like these little like how would I call them, or how would I describe them? They're like fairies, but they're not like detail fairy. They're like little spell fairies, like fairies made from spell, or like it look like they're like a magic spell that takes the form of fairies, if that makes sense. And in the panel below it, we see a horn being blown, and we see Soul and Imaginites getting encircled by like a little spiral sphere, and then we see Sylph in a different form again, saying, "Witness the power of our love. Together, and I can control the flow of magic and time within this space, strengthening our ally spells and weakening our enemies." So that right there is already a another feat for which kind of proves that he's basically Wizard King level. And then we see in the next page a cool double spread of and Sylph with their combination spell, which is pretty cool. I think this is the first time we ever seen and Sylph do a combination for Star and Wind magic, and it's called Never Neverland. I think that's a cool spell name. I've been seeing reviews of people's Black Core videos saying that this is basically a reference for Peter Pan, and I can exactly see what they mean because of the Neverland, the fairy, kind of being Peter Pan and whatnot. So I like that. Um, and one more thing I want to add is I kind of like how Sylph also has an upgrade. Like Sylph changes too. Her outfit, I think her outfit kind of changed. I know her wings are now fully grown, and she has longer hair and whatnot. And that's basically it. But I do like to see the spirits kind of grow with the master, just like how Salamander did with Fauna and all that stuff. So I kind of like to see the growth of the spirits. Unfortunate that we haven't seen the Earth Spirit yet, but hopefully that comes around soon. But yeah, that's a cool spell, a cool combination spell. That's a a Wizard King feat because he covered the entire Clover Kingdom too. So it's on a whole nother level. And then after that, we see we see Klaus giving props to saying who would have believed it, that cocky newbie, and then him saying, I admit it, you have what it takes to be the Wizard King without excuse me, he said we were about to die without even being able to struggle. Thanks to this magic, we can go down fighting. And so, had raised the morale of all the Magic Knights. And the Magic Knights starts going for round two against the Angels, saying, we are the Magic Knights, fight and defend. And like we get this cool panel of like all the Magic Knights just, excuse me, just going off against these Angels. And like that's a really cool panel. Like if this get animated, I hope we should get like just little random cuts of like Magic Knights just attacking angels, and we actually see like some of the angels going down. I feel like that would be cool. But after does that pull off that feat, we see that it's like a just a big target because he's the only one that's like shining. Like he got light raining down from above him just due to his presence of his magic. And because that Lucius easily locates him, he gets behind, and puts him in a time binding spell, or so we thought. Because Lucius observes that after he puts you in the time spell, that something's off. He says, my time magic attacks are based on deterioration. This spell manipulates time, speeding it up, but then interrupts Lucius' thought, saying, "In Neverland, time stands still." And I don't know, but for me, I feel like that was the coolest panel ever, cause like usually in Lucius or Julius time spell, people are stopped. They can't even talk. They can just move their eyes. I think I don't even know if they can move their eyes, but like they're still conscious. They just can't move. But like I don't know, it's just cool to see someone actually moving within the time sphere. Who else does that? Like Asa, he just cancels it out, but literally stops time within his Neverland. So like time is null and void in his Neverland, which is crazy. Like not only does it buff people, but he can actually stop time. Now I don't know if this applied to the Magic Knights too. Like if Lucius had to stop time in a general area, like the Magic Knight won't also get affected. If so, that's a crazy feat. But like I can just imagine in my head if this were to be animated, like I can see in the anime like Lucia pops up from and then he do a time spell and that just stops the OST because people would think like, oh shoot, got hit with a time spell, that's it. And then like the OST starts coming back and we see we should do a shot of like the back of head, and then we should see like slowly turning back saying, "In Neverland, time stands still." Like that for me, I feel like that would be a crazy anime shot if they do it like that. But either way, however they do it, they're gonna pull it off for the anime do come back. So yeah, it just to me, I feel like that was my most favorite panel, just because of what it depicts, just how like move. It's just crazy, just like is moving within a time sphere, cause like time does not move. Like that's crazy. But either way, I digress. Lucius then saying that magic really does seem like as if it was created specifically to defy me. It's horrible. I knew it. You are my rival. And then say I already have a rival and it's not you. Then goes to spirit dive, and he go with a quick attack on Lucius' shoulder, cutting off his horn. So yeah, that was a really cool spell. Yeah, cool spell overall. A cool chapter. Um, I understand what means. Not I understand what Lucius mean about being rival, because like Lucius is so powerful. There's really no one to stop him. As we can see, he immediately fatherized William. So in Lucius' eyes, there's no one to stop him. Only because he even said that would be the biggest obstacle for him other than Asta. So basically, technically speaking, they are rivals because they are competing to become, you know, the next best Wizard King. But in eyes, the only rival that competes against him is Asta. So I kind of like that. I kind of like how they went with that, with the whole rival thing in this instance. But yeah, I like this chapter a lot. That was a really cool chapter, a really good chapter for giving a lot of props for stepping up to become a good candidate at the Wizard King, showing off some feats. I'm gonna give this I really want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I just feel like it was just missing like extra pages to just show off more stuff. But I'm fine with that. So I know this probably ain't fair, but I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10 just because we didn't get like more pages to you know to show more stuff. But I feel like that was it. I really liked this chapter. It was a good chapter for me just because it show off a lot of feats. But yeah, that's basically it.